Second time OBS crashed. I have no idea, guys, what's going on. I have no idea. Let's get down to 6,000. That was what I was saying. Yes, and I set my mode to GPS, so that means that now my CDI thingy here reads as if I was setting, as if I was tracking VORs. So all of the AirNav GPS reference points here in my plan, I can now read out and fly manually based on this thingy, which is cool. Alright, 6,000. Minimum 6,000. I guess then 6,000 is also including. Don't know what the margin is actually. If we would be illegal to fly at 5,900, for example, I guess so. But what's the margin there? 50 feet? Alright. Thank you, the freak. Have a great day. Bye. Thank you for dropping by. 6,000. Back to 2,300. Okay. Over Flying Dagger right now. Let's see what the CTI is doing. If it is already giving me a reliable reading, I don't know. 3 degrees outside, speedo heat is still on, everything looks good. Engine is a bit, or the oil temperature is a bit cool, but I think dangerously cool. Wow! Look at that. Runway 18 is going to be our landing runway, so also let's set the heading bug. Alright, so Davai 6,000 and then to Hydri. Now, I don't know for sure. There is a flyover waypoint depiction and a fly cross. So you don't really need to fly. I can fly this like so, or like this. I think it's this one, but I don't know what the depiction is from on the map to tell. All right, we should now be able to fly the CDI here. GPS looks good. Hey Santos Sir, good to see you. Come on board. Practicing my first instrument approach here in IMC. Here comes the needle. Motor reel. Far in the distance. Wow. Right. A little bit more early with that turn. Desired track 134. 134 it is. 134. Good. As you can see, I can look at my current track here. Also on my heading indicator, it's a bit off, just a few degrees. $6,000, so we're already at 6,000, coming to Davai. Yes. And no, that's not what I need. But then we're gonna go to Hedry. Thanks, Sand. He has no idea either. Thanks, Digital. Nice. Well, I'm called an uncertified pilot for a reason, though. I just have no idea what I'm doing here. Hedry. And then to Vikvu. 5,800, right? Let's look at the... Yeah, and that little lightning strike thing means that would be the point that we're gonna catch. That's the final approach fix. I think also catch the GPS. Isn't there a GPS? Drifting off here. Approach course. No, there's no ILS, I mean. So I don't know in that respect what that lightning strike means, other than that's the final approach fix. Come on, be precise now. 2 degrees outside. Okay, so once we're gonna hit Hedry, we're gonna go to Vikvu. We're going to go for a step down. We're going to start with a step down descent. Now, what the Kings recommend is to not exactly, because it's also quite hard to do that, to exactly fly that descent gradient that you see here, but actually to go faster, like 800 feet per minute or so, for the Skyhawk at least. So you know you'll be on time once you hit the next waypoint, which makes sense. Terrain! Alright, then zoom a bit in. Davai. Wow. This is really something else. Alright, we're gonna get a message soon, I guess, saying you need to turn. It's not really that spot on with my altitude, 200 feet above. I mean, if we were flying IFR, we need to be quite exact. Everything is still looking great. VGT, we can enrich it, I guess, a bit more because we now descended from 7,500. Yes, better performance, awesome. Looks good. Well, give me that turn. Or should we just do that? I think the GPS is going to tell us when to turn. GPS. Yes, right turn in 9. Oh, let's stick that. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, let's turn. Standard rate turn, I guess. 2273. GPS updates. Wonderful. There we go. Look at the CDI. 7.3. Look at our current track. 270. So a little bit further. Works perfectly. Nice. Wow. Makes me want to open a window and just put out my arm and just to feel the clouds. Which is totally silly, I know, but... Alright, so 6,000, at least 6,000 from Hedry. And we're going to make that left turn 5,800. So that's going to be a descent of 200 feet and 6 nautical miles. While we're flying the CDI. So we are doing the descending here. We only got localizer or lateral guidance. I think. I don't know if there's actually, if you can also hit autopilot here and nav mode, and then the GPS also knows how to do the step down thingy. I don't know actually. Ah, yes, Jessica. Vienna. Oh man. This would be quite cool to fly in Europe though, but I need PilotEdge. Awesome feature countdown for a turn. Yeah. Now, if you look closely at the GPS, you can see that it's a flyover point. Or it's not. No. So it's gonna shortcut that. Well, again, let's wait for the message here. And I think we can only start the descent once we are beyond Hedry. Not any sooner. Wow. Drifting off a bit. Left turn 183, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, turn. Rate turn and descent, I think. Oh. No, not yet. Not yet. Not yet. I'd like to see the... Oh, we've got lateral guidance on the CDI suddenly. Okay. Now we're past Hedry. 183, there we are. Let's get down. Plus 500s. That's interesting. Again, totally new, guys. This is just a tryout. I didn't plan to do this. Well, I did plan it, but not properly trained for it. 5,800, Tim. Already flown through the... altitude there. Tiny bit. Alright. A little bit nose up there. 5. Good. Okay, good. No, get it. 5,800, Tim. Bashed it already. Yes. Now let's see how far we can take this bird down. I think the weather will be IMC all the way down to the runway. Come on, stick at your altitude. What are you doing? Trim, Tim. Right, good. Good. And again, it's a minimum. It's not that we need to fly. I could have also sticked at 6,000 feet. Wondering if this vertical guidance thing will also do its work soon. I guess not, but Perhaps that's the arrow here. That's what the CDI does. At that point, once we're going to hit Vikvu, that thingy will be aligned in the center. Too much of a climb. Yeah, there it comes. Oh, we're gonna fly an ILS actually. At airnav base, I had no clue. I think Finnish mentioned this before. All right, interesting. And there we are, a little bit sooner, I guess. Goes the RPM. We're gonna fly an ILS. What the? All right, get down 500 feet per minute. Let's see if I can do this as smooth as last time. Alright. One of the tips you guys gave me was to fly at around 90 knots. To keep your speed constant. Well, why? Because I don't know if it's also proper procedure to do with any approach, but you should time all of your legs. And you can only time those in a reliable way if you set your timer. Also should put in a flap, I remember the king say. This makes it a bit more easy to stick at 90. So far so good. Oh, look at those scenery. Look at this scenery, guys. Clip it. Oh, damn it. That looked gorgeous. Alright, a little bit faster down than 500. Catch. I'm a little bit unstable here. More RPM. I should just memorize the right RPM to set. Come on. Alright, you're going all over the place. I'm looking at the vertical speed indicator too much. It's not good. Small adjustments sooner than bigger ones later. The needle will creep in anyways. Here it comes. Small corrections. A little bit below. Good. Watch that attitude indicator. Your attitude indicator is your best friend. What was the airport elevation? I don't remember. So I don't know when to expect the runway, actually. Small adjustments. Small adjustments. Good. Alright, I got a good RPM going. Airport elevation. Where can I find it quickly? There should be a place, but... a little bit more nose down. Well, for a second try for an ILS, it's not too bad. I'd rather be a little bit above the ILS than beneath it. Alright, slowly catching that. Where can I find it? Where can I find it? Damn it! Not good. Oh, airport elevation. 3,000. Roger. So 1,000 feet AGL we are. Interesting. Well, again, I set the weather, I think, completely inappropriately for... come on, not a right turn, Tim. Or Apple Valley. 1,000 feet. Let's set second notch of flaps. Alright, come on, small adjustments. Let's do this. Guys, pray for me. Pray like it's the end of the world. Bit above, looks good. Speed looks good. I don't want any music. Music off. Okay. And to the right there, still a bit on top. Looks good. Small adjustments. Small adjustments. RPM is good. RPM is good. Too big of a movement, Tim. Too big. Guys, I'm concentrated right now. Sensitive. Very sensitive. So let's just get a steady... My heading is good. My speed is good. A little bit of a nose-up trim. Don't change a winning...
500.
Are we going to see the runway in time? Again, I think we're going to have full IMC onto the runway. Which is not legal at all for IFR pilots. Come on. I'm beneath it, which is not good. Small adjustments. Small adjustments. Oh man, it helps so much if you got a steady speed going. A little bit above it, but we got runway, plenty of runway. Plenty runway. Better to be on top of it. I see some... Oh gosh, I see some ground. I see some ground. I see a road. Shit. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Don't get distracted from the outside view, Tim. Where's the runway? There's the runway. Yes! That was a good run. Focus. Trim. Freaking on the center line. Second try ILS, RNAV. This is what happens if you practice. I mean with instrument flying, that is. Proud, nose up. Should have gone full flaps by the way, but hey. And there we are. There we are, flaps up. Overcast onto the runway. And Mr. Uncertified Pilot puts the bird down like it's hot. Yeah, it's not ILS, it's RNF. I know. But it feels ILS-y like. And again, that completely reveals how I still need to study this thing a little bit more. That was fun. Here comes the taxi. Away. Oh. I didn't do any announcements, by the way, even though it's an Ecker airspace, but should have. Switch. And Apple Valley traffic. Yellow Skyhawk is clear of runway 18, taxiing to the ramp. Some guys say, what? Thanks, Natron. Landing lights off, strobe lights off, taxi lights on. Good. Lean. There we are. There we are. That might be a nice spot. Yes. Looks good to me. Okay, back to 1000. Mode C, turn it off. Pitot heat off. All the lights off except for the beacon. Avionics off. Cut off. Brrr. Magnetors off. Batteries off. Parking brakes. Door open. Let's get our pitot tube cover on. Oh gosh. It was really hot. Yeah, I should have turned off the pitot heat once I was already... Well, we got moist. All the way down to the runway. I guess once I landed I should have turned that thing off immediately because there's no airflow to cool it down to its average usable okay temperature. So that's not good. I might have damaged the pitot heat here. And now put a cover on it is not at all smart, but hey, let's just do it. No tie downs, I think that's fine. And anything else? No. That was awesome. My gosh. So my first RNAV approach. but it felt quite ILS-like. And yeah, that explains why in the profile view, I saw that that lightning strike symbol here, because I thought that's weird. It seems like a step downy approach, because I would expect to see something of ILS there, but ILS is just a entirely different system of guidance, and AirNav is just totally, well, GPS referenced and provides you with everything you need. So an AirNav approach, GPS approach, is actually quite ideal. And that explains why at this final approach fix, I suddenly saw the CDI come in and I could catch it. That was nice. Good capture, small adjustments all the way down to the ground. I was really pleased. Thanks, Fokke. Okay, so that completes the flight. Wonderful. PilotEdge disconnected. Let's have a look. Well, might fly with the pitot tube on. Let's remove that also, just for aesthetics. Yes. Yes. Live recorder. Let's see. There we go. Control P. Oh yeah. Nice. Not a lot to see here, I guess. Let's go all the way down to that spot. And here we are already on our descent. As you can see, it's a little bit wobbly, but not that much. You can see I'm drifting off here just a tiny bit. But it's okay. You can see this was a little bit too much of an aggressive turn. So just subtle. I should have aimed for, when I was here, for a spot over there, rather than just to get on the radial immediately. Be much more gentle there. Let's see where we are. So far away, I guess. Oh man. It was quite distracting when I was looking outside or inside, and then suddenly you see some terrain and you don't know where to look for. Whether you need to look outside or inside, and that was confusing. So I think I should keep that glance over here, not here. Because what counts is when I see the runway. So that's something that I could have improved. But look at this, that's precise. Precise enough. And again, this is silly. You would never be able to legally fly into an airport with these settings, with these minimums. But it's very good practice. Good practice. So suddenly I see the center line, and then it becomes as if I'm a VFR going down. Could have gone full flaps. I didn't do that. Not a biggie, but go down, go down, go down, go down. All the energy away. Get rid of all that energy, and the airplane will land itself. Main wheels first, shallow on the nose wheel. Perfect. Flaps up. Wonderful. Very cool. Very cool. Wow, this was a nice picture here. Fog. Very curious actually to see Apple Valley here without these weather settings, but I think this is a really nice and appropriate ending shot. That king air in the distance. Loving it. My gosh, that was awesome, guys. Hey, VL, good to see you. Welcome aboard. Just about to end the stream, though. I really had a great time. I practiced doing an obstacle departure procedure from Daggett. My last one didn't set my crosswind, significant crosswind component there, but I guess it wouldn't matter that much, and it would not differ that much from flying VOR radials with crosswinds and that stuff. I guess with holdings and those things that I'm going to practice soon, then it will become a little bit more challenging, because you need to be a little bit or a lot more spot on with your rollouts and be already in the right crabbed position to make those holding patterns look neat. And with flying a radial, you can just, well, gradually just changing and optimizing your heading to make sure that you're on the right track. But still, I think I did a great job today. I'm quite proud, actually, especially of that instrument approach, my first one that I've flown, which was really, really nice. Surprised by that vertical guidance thing, but I should have known. I remember Finnish saying something about it, and Keith as well. So that was good. And yeah, that means that I can move on to the more complex instrument procedures. Next up, I'm going to fly a SIDS, Standard Instrument Departure Procedures, which is also really cool, but not something that is very likely going to be assigned to me as a Cessna Skyhawk pilot. Usually those are assigned to the bigger aircraft, and the Cessna Skyhawks are usually assigned vectors to get away from those routes, so that the traffic flow can continue. So but still, I think it's an important or interesting kind of exercise also to get to further familiarize myself with those plates and flying those procedures. So that's up next. I think tomorrow, also in the weekend, I have some time to fly. So keeping that progress going until we move on further ahead into the program and get into all of that nice ATC stuff as well, and do my first cross-country IFR flights. Still, I haven't got the faintest idea how to do that or how to plan an IFR flight. Perhaps we should invite Keith here on the channel and ask him some questions to do that. I think that's going to be quite interesting. And I also need to study a lot more videos there to make sure that I done my homework as well. So exciting. Lots of exciting stuff to come. And again, if you are interested or new to the Uncertified Pilot, hop over to the UncertifiedPilot.com website. You can learn about me, my background, but also my intended curriculum, my training program that I developed myself. Also, by the way, in collaboration with Keith and others who are much more knowledgeable about how to tackle these things, approach these things. So there you can find all the information about what I'm up to. Again, guys, thank you so much for joining here. Thank you for some new follows. Good to see some new faces here around on the stream. It's always really nice. Digital, thank you for being here and sharing some of your tips. Thank you. Fokke, Sand Toaster, many of you. Jessica, also thank you for dropping by. And The Freak, obviously, acknowledging the fact that it's so cool to fly Cessna hands-on, especially in IFR. Appreciate that feedback. All right, guys, again, thank you. Have a great day. Enjoy your time here on Twitch, and hoping to see you the very next time here on the Uncertified Pilot. As always, happy flights and blue skies. Bye. Palm Springs Tower, Skylane, Hotel Tango, your mic is 10 miles north, airport at 3000, with information X-ray, and for a full stop, landing 13 left if that's available.
Hotel Tango, Indy Link, Palm Springs Tower, squawk 6250.
6250.
Hotel Tango, Indy Link, Palm Springs altimeter is 285, radar contact about 10 miles west of the Palm Springs VOR. Presently landing runway 31, you're requesting straight in for 13?
If that's available, yes please.
Remember, correction, Papa Hotel Tango, Indy Link, make straight in runway 13 left and clear to land. Wind is 0905.
Clear to land, runway 3 left, Papa Hotel Tango, Indy Link, thanks.
Palm Springs clearance plus 4658 is type PC12 land call, request clearance to Vegas S-file.
Palmas 4658, Palm Springs clearance. Good afternoon. Unable to give you S-file, I'll be full route standby. Palmas 4658 is cleared to Las Vegas Airport. We have flight Cathedral 1 departure procedure to Palm Springs, Victor 370 to 29 Palms, Victor 538, Cresso, showing the Cresso 3 arrival. Maintain 7,000. Expect flight level 2, 405 minutes after departure. Departure frequency 126.7, squawk 6316.
S2.E28 is cleared to Vegas via Cathedral 1, Palm Springs, Victor 370, 29, Palms, Victor 538, Cresso 3, and initially climb 7,000 expected for 0 after 5, departure 167, squawk 6316, Plus 465.
Plus 4658, reback is correct. Tango Mike, taxi to ramp via Echo maintenance frequency.
Taxiing to the ramp via Echo, remaining on this frequency, Papa Delta Tango Mike.
Ontario Tower says the 237 Charlie Alpha approximately 4 miles to the west inbound to land.
Number 237, Charlie Alpha, roger, inner left, traffic. Left downwind, Roman 26, left before base.
Enter left downwind for 26 left and report your base 237 Charlie